Hello everyone. In this module, we are going to focus on business combination. What are business combination and how they play an important role when it comes to the business world. Now the first thing is to understand the meaning of the word business combination. Business, we are clearly understand it that it's an economic activity. It has an objective of earning profit, and it will have all the resources. It will ensure that all the resources that are there are used to the optimum level so that the profit margins can be increased. When it comes to combination, which is one of the important element when it comes to the business world, are formed by two or more business units intending to achieve certain common objective, and the simple objective is to eliminate the competition around. Such combinations range from the loosest combination through association to the fastest combination through complete consolidation. So it is clear that one of the prime objective of consolidation specifically or combinations in business is to ensure that they are eliminating most important element, that is the competition around. According to L.H. Henne, to combine is to simply become one of the part of a whole, and a combination is merely a union of persons to make a whole or a group of prosecution of some common purpose. Now, what are the objectives that you'll find in business combination? Number one is to achieve sustained growth and profit, reduction in competition, preventing the entry of new firms by creating entry barriers, achieving monopoly, status. Then we have undertaking large scale production and benefiting from economies of scale, avoiding cutthroat competition, and it was associated with the cutthroat competition, achieving greater financial strength and stability, inventing research and development to innovate new products so that you can capture a larger chunk of market, pooling of material and manpower to ensure efficiency in operations, sharing knowledge of best practices for mutual benefit, maintaining stability in prices, and to withstand the effect of business cycle. Advantages of business combination. Now, what are the advantages that you will derive from having a combination? It will eliminate wasteful competition. It will achieve economies of scale. If the firm combined, you will always tap new market. Firms which combine create a larger entity. Now you are not a single entity, so you are a larger unit and produce on a large scale basis, which was prominently not there when you were doing it all alone. Disadvantages will also be there when it comes to business combination. There are reasons also that causes of business combination. So what is the purpose? Why do we combine? What is the need for combinations? Number one is definitely wasteful competition. We must be very clear that competition is something which is going to be rampant or cutthroat when it comes to the business world. You are not the only one who is doing the business. So definitely you will face a lot of stiff competition which is there amongst brand, products, and businesses. Economies of large scale operation or organization. Organizations on production of a large scale brings many well-known advantages in its wake, like technical economies, managerial economies, financial economies, marketing economies, and with greater resistance to risk and fluctuating in economic activity. Desire for monopoly power. Monopoly, a natural outcome of combination, leads to the control of market, and generally this is something which can increase the profit. Business cycle, and we all know that there are different stages through which a business goes, from a nascent stage to the growth, then the maturity, and finally the stage where it has acquired the growth to the fullest. So this has to be there. A boom period is going to be there, the prosperity where you can harvest the profits of business. joint stock company. To the corporate, this form of business is to facilitate force leading to the emergence of business combination. Control and management of various corporate enterprise can be concentrated in a small group of influential persons through acquiring a controlling amount of shares of different companies. So this can be one of the important reasons why combinations are being done. Influence on tariffs. Tariff has been referred to as mother of the trust. A trust is a form of business combination, and you have to make sure that when you are imposing or when you are part of part of any form of combination, these tariffs are going to be there. They are going to play an important role. Then we move to the next part, that which deals with the different forms of business combination. Now, what are the different forms? Generally, if we have to answer the question, there are three forms of business combination. They are known as association, federations, and consolidation. When it comes to association, it is subdivided into trade associations, chambers of commerce, and informal agreement. When it comes to federations, it is a formal agreement. They where pools and carters are another form of which are very popular form of federations. When it comes to consolidation, majorly there are two types of consolidation which are done, that is complete consolidation and partial consolidation. When it comes to partial consolidation, they are further subdivided into three parts, that is trust, holding companies, and community of interest, while complete consolidations are in the form of merger, acquisitions, and amalgamation. We go Now we move to the first part of federation, association, that deals with trade association, chambers of commerce, and informal agreement. Under trade association, business units engaged in particular trade generally discuss matters to promote their economic and business interests. They are generally formed as on the basis of territory basis, and this is one of the prominent forms of association which we also have witnessed. Chambers of commerce is a voluntary association of people which are connected because they are trading or they are involved in commerce. These are formed to promote and protect the interest of the business and business communities in a region, country, or even the whole world. Informal agreements, where it's also known as a gentleman's agreement, where two people are there helping each other in forming an association which will be for business benefit. Then it comes to federation. Now, federation is divided into pools, cartels. Now, it's basically the federation's aim is to render benefit to member unit for specific purpose under an agreement. And in that, pools and cartels are the prominent ones. What are pools? It means that the members of pools agreement join together to regulate the demand or supply of a product without surrendering their separate entities. So they are joining, but their entities will be separate. The agreement may relate to the regulation of output, reallocation of output, and income distribution, etc. Cartels are pools having common sales agency, which are known as cartels. The object of cartel is to eliminate competition by forming a federation of produce. The output fixes the price and sells the product. So in this, you can see that a single unit is basically selling a lot of brands together. So it also creates the situation when you can say that all big brands are coming at one single unit. Consolidation, now the third form, that deals with complete and partial one. Now, what are complete consolidation? Consolidation basically are in the form of trust, holding company. Now, trust is something which is defined in the form of business organization through temporary consolidation, in which the shareholders of the constituent organization under a trust agreement transfer a controlling amount of their stock to the board of trustees in exchange for a trusted certificate. These certificates show their equitable interest in the income and their combinations. Holding companies. A holding company is a business organization created to combine industrial units by owning a controlling amount of their share capital. And the last form, community of interest. A community of interest may be defined as a business organization without formal central administration. The business policy of several companies is controlled by a group of common stockholders or directors, who are known as directors. Complete consolidation. the combining unit lose their entity. It is defined as a form of business organization established by outright purchasing of properties of the constituent organization and merging such properties into single business unit. Major are mergers. A merger occurs when two or more organizations merge and a new organization absorbs their operation. Means all both of them have surrendered and now they are complete together as one unit. Acquisition. Acquisition refers to the acquiring of a company at the acquisition price or acquisition premium. The price is paid in terms of cash or acquiring company share or both. And the third one is amalgamation. It is an arrangement where two or more companies consolidate their shares to form a new firm or become a subsidiary to any one of the companies. So this is exactly how you define the three types of consolidation which are